Go. Hey guys, we're back with another episode. I think it's our what is it, 14th episode of the post
I
fight.
think it is 14.
Yeah, post fight podcast. It's Armand and Trayvon as always, and with nothing going on and us having already done our Q&A last week, we're here to bring you guys a little watch along, and it's going to be all fights that are uploaded as free fights on UFC's YouTube channel. And so um, our first one is going to be Poirier versus McGregor 1, and that's kind of the only pertinent thing about what we'll be watching today because that rematch is coming up, and they put a free fight, so it's kind of like a two birds one stone type of thing. We're gonna do our, as Trayvon put it earlier, a review for our review, but we're gonna record it. So, um, you have that pulled up, Trey?
No, yes, I do. So, okay, we're we can watch like the full like proceedings if you want to do that and use that to speak
Yeah,
during
I'm
the
down.
time. Okay, yeah,
So
and
we're
then
at
the full aftermath as well too. Well, not the full aftermath, but yeah. So we'll just start like at 0-0.
all right. So we're gonna count them down. All right, everyone, pull up.
Okay,
We're gonna put the link in the description. This is number 4 in trending. Wow, 1 million, 1.7 million
this is
views.
24 on for me, so we
I
might
meant to
have
say
different.
24. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right, everyone. Also, shout out again. I say his name a lot. The king for the light tablet. It's look at that. I've been using it as my light source. But
We're gonna get ourselves started with the fights again. So we're gonna watch probably just two fights today, just the McGregor and Poirier the first fight, and the Khabib and Justin fight,
hmm,
because there's nothing else on the YouTube that I've seen that was worth it in my opinion.
they're
Like,
too
and that was
long.
short too, and that was
Yeah.
yeah, and that was short as well too. Yeah, um, because like say all like they just kind of doing a year end recap of the fights. Uh,
Mhm.
but no, so we'll talk about Dustin and Connor first, then we'll get to Khabib and Justin. I haven't seen Khabib and Justin like since I did my rewatches right after the fight, so it'll be fun to watch that again for like the fifth time, but not in a few months.
I've seen that one
Uh,
a million more times than I've taken breaths into my lungs. But
but no, yeah. So I guess okay, I'll get the countdown again. Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier, one fight for the UFC free fight, and also I'll tell you guys when the fight starts. So like when the fight starts, I'll be like it's starting right now. So just in case you guys watching like on Fight Pass or like other means that I support, you guys can sync up with it as well. Okay,
we're at zero
so
zero.
yeah, so we're at 0-0 just on the YouTube link. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, now, boom.
Go on.
Uh, no, yeah. So like a lot of times when you see these early guys in the early fights before they're fully developed, you get to see like the proto version of who they are. Like when you watch this fight, obviously you can very easily see like the fighters who McGregor and the fighter who Poirier is when watching them. Like like they're like they're you can see like they're who they like who they can become if they become an elite fighter.
Yeah.
So like McGregor, you see the heavy pressure, the wanting to counter. McGregor
Yeah.
himself was already pretty developed at this point though, so there's not much
Well,
growth for him.
there was a transition. When he moved to lightweight, like he this wasn't anything I would call excessive or flawed or anything. It's just during the McGregor featherweight era, it seemed more like he had a lot of really tricky things he would do with kicks, and it wasn't he'll still throw front kicks like he did against Khabib, threw a round kick to Cowboy, but like he would throw like jumping switch kicks and capoeira like spinning kicks and things like that a lot more. He was much more kick heavy fighter at featherweight. I seem to remember.
No, he was a much more kick heavy fighter. He always used that to supplement his striking, his boxing,
Yeah,
to get himself in the boxing range.
yeah, exactly.
But I'm not. Yeah, he started to slow down on that.
I think
As he
after
started
the
moving
Nate
weight.
Diaz fight, he
After
gassed
Nate Diaz fight,
himself
yes.
out doing that because he
And the
couldn't
fight's
quit
about to
fighting.
start right about
Now
now.
they just
Yes.
McGregor just do a hook kick. Like you won't see him do that at 155 anymore.
No, yeah, he threw like a few kicks against Eddie, like side kicks and stuff like that. Obviously, he kicked Cowboy in the head. Uh,
No, but those are much more conservative, like
yeah,
less
exactly. Yeah.
costly to your
Mhm.
energy system. Like here, I mean, this is just kick after kick. I mean, and
Mhm.
this is the range he'd fight, and he would do things to, like you said, to burst himself into range. So, and you can even see it there. I mean, there's this corkscrew uppercut. It's kind of like an up jab in that one,
But no, yes. So like, just like the big defensive problems with Poirier,
yeah.
were like magnified by like
Look, he just
so
raises
much.
his right arm here, and
Yes.
his defense is just kind of like put him up and then wait for the flurry to end and then get back to fighting. It wasn't intelligent defense.
Exactly. And like he still has a bit of that in him sometimes. People can kind of blitz him and put shots on him sometimes. He's not the best. He's easy to counter on his entries, and you can kind of press him back if you can get past his first layer of counter. But that first layer of counter he's developed is really good, and his defense as a general is really good.
Yeah,
so
it
just
is, yeah.
extending exchanges on Poirier is pretty
You know
difficult and
he
very
really
dangerous.
Yes.
Yes. So like it's just not a thing that people want to do.
Well, he
But
also has a
McGregor
good
kinda
jab
just-
now
Yes. But McGregor can just close distance for free basically.
in this fight.
And throw 1-2. Yes, and throw 1-2.
Because look, every time Poirier throws, he's so out of position, and McGregor just to glide backwards.
Exactly. Yeah, McGregor can just glide backwards, and he can close distance for free with the 1-2 there, just on that shot there that hurt him.
And there it is.
Poirier had no movement or a shot to like disrupt the entries or anything like that. He just had to defend, and his defense was very predictable and kind of the same thing again and again.
It was just this.
Yes, exactly. So even though not McGregor, Poirier had his hands up. Like I'm using this to rant a little bit because I hate people say keep your hands up. He had his hands up, but he can just work around that so much easier. McGregor even went to the body a little bit in the fight. I didn't get to say it, but he went to the body a little bit just because Poirier's defense was so simple and easy to work around. For McGregor, that is. It was so easy to work around.
Yeah.
And he can just start to probe around it, work around it. And with McGregor, you can't be giving him free shots like that. He'll put you away very, very quickly. Very quickly, giving him free shots that he could do. And again, like McGregor can just burst through range with no consequences.
In this
like
fight.
with somebody like Nate Diaz, he'll just keep a jab out there and check him as he enters. It makes things difficult for McGregor. Other good guys taking pivot and turn off of him. Not saying this stuff is easy. Like McGregor's an elite fighter, arguably the best striker in MMA's ever seen. So it's not just like, oh man, just do this, McGregor. You're gonna be safe. You know what I mean?
Honestly, I'll give that title to Adesanya right now.
That's something. Yeah, he's another one in contention, man. Like Holloway's in there, Aldo's probably in there. McGregor, obviously, Adesanya, obviously. But like, yeah, it's not like just do this, man. You're gonna be safe against McGregor.
Yeah,
but
double jab.
See, as he enters, like Poirier just again covering his head and dipping and ducking. Yes.
I mean, it's not even intelligent use of those things. I mean, and McGregor, made the read pretty early on that he just has to punch around and behind this. You know what I'm saying? This back of the head is exposed. I mean,
exactly.
Like Joe just said,
and
again, behind the ear.
Yes, and the ground and pound, man, I love the ground and pound. Yeah. Very, very accurate. I love to see that, man. Like people hurt, finishing them like just very quick with accurate ground and pound is very nice. And looking at the ODOC graphics is pretty fun to look at too. Still on the fight, but no, yes, like again, McGregor you have to step in extremely deep to be able to hit somebody like in the back of their head to close that gap. Like that's not like that should be a thing that like letting people close that gap on you should be like it shouldn't be that easy. It shouldn't be happening within the first 1/30 of the fight.
Yeah.
Like McGregor had to like step in very hard, very aggressively to get that shot. And even though McGregor himself is again an extremely good striker, understands when he can and cannot close distance, understands when he shouldn't or shouldn't be closing distance that hard. He knows like okay, like I have free like he's not gonna do nothing to me if I step in hard. He's gonna shell up. I can work around it. Yeah. He shells up, I work around it. And he's like, okay, I can find myself an easy free shot here. And you can't be giving McGregor free shots. He'll knock you out.
For sure.
But no, yeah, like I say, right now, I think isn't this the Mystic Mac interview?
Mac,
I'm not listening to the sound.
I'm listening to it.
Yeah. No, yeah, this is the Mystic Mac interview.
Yeah. Give me a second. You came out, so Joe Rogan's talking to him right now.
But no, yes, man, like.
This was when you could wear your own shorts.
I know, man. That's another thing too, man. Like, I hate seeing these. I mean, like, I just hate seeing the Reebok shorts, man. They're just all the same. Like,
they're disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, they're different colors, which is cool, I guess. But like, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I remember the old days where you could wear a condom depot on your
ass. Yeah.
I want to see that. I want to see that back. You know what I mean?
Because I predict these things. Yeah.
But no, yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that, man. I haven't seen that in a while.
We're not gonna see
Uh,
that. They got that Venom
exactly.
deal, and it's gonna be the same thing.
Yes, I know, man. But yeah.
Anyway,
That's
so
bad.
we can pause this now.
Yes.
Look, I mean, even we just paused it right at McGregor's analysis of Poirier, which is bad boxing and he's flat-footed. Yeah, I mean, you can see like Trayvon was saying, in this fight, Poirier punches himself out of position. He's not in position to counter. He loses his stance, his footing every single time he tries to throw something at Conor. Shades of that, and then like McGregor's not gonna be able to just come in for free. You know what I'm saying? In this next fight,
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get, obviously we'll get more detailed as it comes up. But yeah, like I think the fight is the same overall dynamic, but McGregor's not gonna just have easy time just throwing strikes at Poirier. He's not gonna have an easy time countering Poirier. Like Poirier has like an ability to move and slip his head and use his shoulder rolls and all that to deflect shots and then come back with immediate counters like he did against Eddie Alvarez, like he's done against Max, like he's done against like actually generally elite strikers, good strikers. So he's just not gonna get ran down like he did in this fight. And like how he used to get ran down and like all of his other fights in this time period. Yeah. People just hit him, like come at him and hit him. Yeah, exactly. So he has a lot of tools now to help himself, but I still think the same dynamic is at play. It makes me sad. I don't want I want Poirier to win, man.
I like Poirier.
Yeah, me too, man. But yeah, that's that fight. So we'll jump into the
Khabib Gaethje fight.
The Khabib and Justin fight. So this should be a very fun one. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I haven't watched this fight since. Okay, I rewatched it, but I haven't rewatched it since in the time period it happened.
Yeah.
So it's been a few months. So like again, it's very nice to watch this fight. This is an all-time performance fight. Very important fight.
Oh, yeah.
So it's very good to watch this one as well. So I'll count this one down as well. So we'll go on go. So 3, 2, 1, go. And we got our UFC free fights again. The little promo. But no, again, like this fight, I was notoriously wrong. Armand was less notoriously wrong.
That's still wrong.
No, yes, but
on the day
like
of the
I
fight,
said,
I was 50-50, if you remember.
Nah, but no, I was very, very wrong in this fight. That's fine though. It happens. You know what I mean? But at the bare minimum, I at least had I had at least a reasonable read, and some of the stuff that I said happened. So I can't be like I was just 100% completely just trash.
We'll be able to talk about where Gaethje actually did give Khabib the problem. The thing is, Khabib fought the most Khabib fight he could ever fight in this. I mean,
and to me that's smart. Khabib is underratedly smart.
Yeah, I think like he deserves more recognition for his fight IQ.
He does. Yes, man, for real. Like exactly. Like
he just makes
when the fight starts getting going, I'll start to detail like how Khabib is just running Gaethje, spinning his wheels, making him work when he doesn't need to work.
Well, and we didn't expect that as a thing. You know what I'm saying? That's not
exactly. Yes, I didn't expect that at all. Like that was just a good striking performance by Khabib.
I kind of expected an Iaquinta type of stalemate, but except where Gaethje would be able to capitalize on it more.
But I will say, again, like I say, I counterpunching Gaethje, man, might not have been best suited for this fight. Like trying to stay at range and peck with Khabib and try to get Khabib to commit and counter him. That probably was not going to be the best. Not like hindsight.
He might have needed to back Khabib up.
Yes, I think him selling off for pressure like heavy, and then now engaging in the clinch and probably losing there would have been a better bet. He probably could have got more shots off on him.
I still think, given the huge disparity in skill on the ground, it would not have been.
I don't think Gaethje wins that fight. But instead of like 1 out of 10, it might be like 3 out of 10. Then you know what I mean, or maybe 2 out. You know what I mean? 2 out of 10.
Yeah, but yeah. Like even when McGregor backed Khabib up, it bought him time. You know what I'm saying? And Khabib.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes, exactly. You know what I mean?
In a second here, Khabib's about to just pull on the gas. I think he does something and then just starts sprinting.
Once he starts to feel Gaethje, and then realizes that Gaethje is so hell bent on moving, like Gaethje's moving way, like more urgently and like cautiously than like not cautiously. I'm sorry, but like he's very wary of Khabib's threats.
Yeah.
And Khabib understands like, okay, I know I can force a crazy ass pace on him. So you look at like Gaethje looks very rushed, extremely rushed.
This is what the interesting thing was that he fought off the clinch. But what I liked from Khabib afterward was he was head posting, right? Like not head posting, sorry. He exited the clinch with his left hand on Gaethje's forehead. It was
I like Khabib using a probing jab there to get Gaethje to move and throw counters that don't come back anything. Even though Khabib does get touched a few bit.
No, there he got
But
hit hard. No, we're getting to the point now.
yes,
He actually gets hit hard, and those are the same shots that put Ferguson stumbling back, and he just ran at him. And look,
yes, yeah.
Khabib does
But at
this
least
thing where
Khabib,
he leaps forward with these lead uppercuts, and it's never been good. But look, that right
no,
there was such a good decision. The front kicks,
it was, man, it
yeah,
was. But no, yeah, Khabib gets touched hard, but at least he knows it's coming, so he can at least kind of brace with it, roll with it a little bit,
yeah.
and continue on his
Okay,
onslaught.
that was just
Like
cool. Then he,
that,
he
no,
just
that's,
did,
yeah,
yeah,
using his scary feints to get a knee off. But
yeah,
like, yeah. So Khabib was again like spinning Gage's moves. Like Gage's moving so much, man,
yeah.
and posting and all that stuff
And
so
he's
much
preparing
now.
for the takedown too. You can see him change his
Yes,
level. And look at that feint. The feint that Drew,
exactly.
yeah.
Yes.
And he just kicked Khabib in the neck, and you can, yeah. Anyway,
Hmm.
and like Gaethje's like throwing. I mean, he's like the one thing Gaethje did like that he like. Okay, even that right there is a good demonstration of the difference between Gaethje's understanding of the fight and other people. That jumping knee against the fence always backs people up, and he gets like a clinch. But Gaethje spins out and occupies the center.
No, yes, exactly, man. But like again, Khabib, like he's putting on some extreme pressure now, but
I mean,
not recklessly. Well, recklessly in the sense of that he's not as technical to keep himself protected, like as
like he
much as
can't.
like
Yeah,
an elite striker. Yes,
you're about
as
to
an
see
elite
it. You're
striker
about
would
to see
do.
it. Look, his footwork. I mean,
Yeah,
he tried to clinch, it didn't work. He has no cage cutting ability. I mean, he just got hit
yeah,
so hard right there, and
yes,
and then he
very
actually
hard.
he starts hand fighting because it hurt.
Yeah, he's like, let me
Yeah,
just tie this up real quick.
yeah, and then and then he comes right back at it. Yeah,
Hmm.
but I
But
like
no,
this. I
like
like this that
again,
he's pushing on the head. You know what I'm saying? I like that he's using like post like there like it's. I don't know if that's what is that shape. I mean, he's pushing off of Gaethje's head with his hands, like almost to like measure distance.
no, yeah, he just wants to get a feel on Gage. That way he can kind of get a read the distance and feel like literally feel the strikes coming.
Yeah,
You see him kind of duck under some stuff. He'll take a shot every once a hard shot every once in a while to get
yeah.
touched. But yeah, now that he's got Gage down, man, like I was extremely surprised about Gage's horrific bottom
I mean,
game.
okay, so
Like
Gaethje
I can't.
instantly looks at the clock here, and I mean he gets put here in this leg weave. I mean he gets look,
Hmm.
he just literally
Leg
just
moves are very
accepted.
hard to defend, obviously, but yes, like he just had no answer for like the mount. He's just
Habib gave him
not
space to
doing
get
much
up.
static.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. This to me is a Saved by the Bell. I mean, this is an arm crusher. I don't. Habib's always been weird about his arm bars. He like leaves the outside leg away from the face. He never puts the like the farthest, like the outside leg over the face. Like against Abel Trujillo, he did this weird thing where he like triangled the arm instead of putting the leg
But
over.
yeah. If you see Gagey now, man, he looks extremely like exhausted. He's like he just like
Yeah.
feels like very panicked and pressured.
Even
he
his
has to
coach
fight up
telling
the
him
guy
to
so
slow
hard.
down.
Yes, you know what I mean. Yes.
Right there, yeah.
Exactly. He looks extremely like panicked and pressured. Cause like he's like, man, I do not want to end up on the bottom. I do not want to end up on the bottom, and it runs him in, like I say again, ran him into a
Especially
cycle of
after
like
that,
desperation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, okay,
Uh,
those leg kicks are working though at this point in the fight. I mean,
yes,
it's-
man.
Yeah, like that shit hurts.
And again, man, like those leg kicks were rough, man. Cause you couldn't have taken many more as the fight went on.
Probably like two or
He still
three.
took some big shots, man. He just can't be eating those type of shots against somebody like Gagey.
I mean,
Look at
there's
you
one.
doing good stuff on the feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that left foot touched him a little bit. He was like,
Habib, you talking about
But
the
again,
1-2
like-
that Habib hit? When he
no,
said-
yeah, Khabib did some good stuff with the 1-2 and all that. He had a super good 1-2 on Poirier. He like took an angle,
Yeah,
like the 1-2 on Poirier.
and then
I'm
shot
like,
for
damn,
takedowns.
man.
Yeah.
I was like, that was good, man.
I mean,
Uh,
Habib's. I mean, he's not a bad striker. I mean, he's not great, but I mean, he knows what he's doing.
that's kind of how you can describe him.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at him using his jab, getting Gagey to move, getting Gagey to be uncomfortable.
No, I mean he's a mixed martial artist. You know, and he still gets
Yeah,
hit.
man.
Like, I mean, I like
But
that he's throwing
his-
leg kicks too. You know what I mean? It's good.
Yes, I think the most important part of Khabib's striking game is that he knows what it's supposed to lead to and how to get there.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
even though he himself is not the best, he's not the best
Technical striker.
reactor double threat. He's not the best at shooting off of his strikes at all because his positioning is so bad.
Mhm.
But it
Like
it
that,
still
like
flows
that.
into his game.
Like that was bad.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
That was
That's
really
yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, but it flows into his game so excellently.
That was a
Yeah, that was a
hard
rough leg kick there. Yeah,
You can see him
Yes.
walking a little weird on it.
exactly, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then he just resets and gets kicked again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, but look, that
Like I
front
say,
kick
man.
stood Gaethje up and made him hesitant to come in. And this was gorgeous. This peek out, get this spin around on the back.
Mm-hmm. Boom! Immediately got the back. But yeah, man, Gagey wasn't doing much of anything. Like his right arm is doing really nothing. Really, he's just trying to frame against the
Yeah.
arm triangle. But then it gets trapped, and then now
Yeah, I mean, here
he's not taking angles with his.
he needs to be exploding to his right side to try and squeeze it. You know what I'm saying? Once that triangle is in, or like it's too late at this point. He knows.
Oh yeah, super. Yeah, it's way too late. The ref was really bad. He got him choked out, but
like he literally drools all over Habib's dick. Look, it's so gross. And
yeah.
And this is
but no,
emotional
like
end, but
yes, Khabib fought such an absolutely awesomely excellent fight to like flow him into excellence. I'm just so happy. You know what? I'm feeling like we should do this just because we have the time. I saw Amanda Ribas and Paige Van Zant. We can watch that just cause, you know what I mean? It's like 4 minutes on the YouTube thing.
Let's do it. Sure. I don't know.
Screw it. Let's do it, baby.
Van Zant get like fucked up super bad?
Yeah, she could armbar it.
Right. That's right. It got like bent backwards, right?
I don't know. Well, Amanda's pretty tough. It might have got bent backwards. But yeah, so we're gonna go to Amanda Ribas versus Paige Van Zant. Again, a quick fight.
But just the last comment on the Khabib Gaethje thing, like you were saying. I mean, honestly, just master tactician. He fought a great fight. He sprinted. He did good stuff on the feet. And like the most impressive thing to me was like he'd get touched up. Like actually not touched up. He'd get hit hard, and then just he knew he had to. You know what I'm saying? He knew he was gonna take the leg.
Yes, that's the thing. Yes, that's the thing, man. Like, but he understands. Like, okay, I'm gonna get hit hard.
Kicks like a master Muay Thai fighter at the point. You know what I'm
saying? Yes, I'm gonna get hit hard, but it's okay. It's okay because I'm gonna get hit hard for a purpose. It's gonna flow into my game.
Yeah.
It's gonna make Gaethje work hard, waste his energy, and put me in position to wrestle.
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys they'll just get hit hard for free for no reason, just cause. They just get hard just cause. Like Khabib himself knows. Okay, I can't just be taking leg kicks and getting punched in the face for free. I'm gonna get knocked out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get finished. He says, okay, these leg kicks, I'm gonna try to at least work off, shoot off, punch off from something. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I'm gonna get hit hard. I'm gonna try to make him throw, miss. He touched me. That's fine. It's gonna happen. Miss. He touches me.
It has an intention. He has an intention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, like one of the best, and that was so much fun to watch again. I'm at the.
It really was.
Yeah, I'm at the Ribas fight now.
Yes, me too. I'm as well. Okay, yeah.
I'll count this one off. So we're at 0-0.
Okay.
We'll go on. We'll play on go. So 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know much about them, to be honest.
No, Ribas, she's a good grappler. I can't think anything about her as a striker. She's a good grappler though.
Some fake ass.
And Paige, she's just an athlete. Paige is just an athlete. As a fighter, for those who don't know, who have never seen Paige Van Zant before, which is like nobody. But no, I like Ribas. She's cool. Like she's not bad for a female fighter.
The leg kick.
And again, they're at 115, so that's a good female division. Oh no, I think it's 125. I could be wrong though.
I have no clue, bro.
Because
I mean, I like in a way Ribas isn't. It's kind of hard at the current. Nah, I mean, you see fighters trying to cage cut. Like Ribas to step. I will say I like that she's throwing the left kick as Van Zant circles into it. It's good to cut her off. This is good work here with the Thai clinch.
Head and arm throw, maybe? Oh no.
It was a wizard kick almost.
I don't know. Yeah, I know. I was waiting for it though.
We might be there. Oh, there it was. Except
head and arm throw. There it is. That's what I can. But no, yes, like
extended as.
I think, like say, yeah. I remember she armbarred. It was really nice. I don't remember from where though. Like
I think they get stuck in this fucking position for the longest. This is actually I remember being really infuriated watching this. I think they got stuck in. I think it's when I messaged you and said the female 50-50 position, right? Where someone does a head toss and then they just get stuck. But that might have been actually Shevchenko's most recent fight. The bad one.
Yeah, Casey Gatami.
Yeah.
Casey Gatami is extremely difficult to hold, especially without the gi.
Yeah.
This position is called Casey Gatami. It's like a worse scarf hold in my opinion. Like, but it doesn't help. It really doesn't help that Paige Van Zant is stuck against the cage, so she can't get rotation.
That, yeah.
Like, there's a few ways.
There's a few ways to escape here to lift her right leg up and swing her around.
Yeah.
Ribas has nothing to post with. You know what I'm saying? But now,
yes. Oh, that was a really nice back take. Whoa. And then, nice.
Those are always great. Van Zant here needs to. It's too late. I mean, at this point, no. She should have tried to rotate It's too late. Yeah.
No, yeah, like I said, Van Zandt is really tough here, man, but she's stuck in. It's almost game over right here, man. She's
I mean,
kind of just
it
waiting
is
fight.
game over at this point. I
Yeah.
would. She can try and roll over the top. She can try and push down the left arm and roll over the top. No, she tapped.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty rough. Yeah. But no, yeah, like I say, yeah, that was that. It was just a nice submission there. Oh, she's bleeding pretty bad. I forgot about that. But no, yeah, like, this was kind of fun. We might do this some more, man.
Honestly, we can make
like,
it a thing here and there. It's kind of fun.
it really is. You know what I mean? We can probably do like, this was kind of quick, so he wasn't really prepared. But we can probably do like bigger fights, like probably 2 like main event type fights, in a sitting. Like if there's like an off week or something, or maybe if there's like a trash main event fight, we can do like 2 main event fights for a weekend.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options. We'll try to, if we do it, make it so that way it's on the UFC YouTube page, so that way it's really easy to follow.
Yeah.
But obviously that can't always be the case. We'll just probably have to pull up a fight like where we can and whatnot.
Yeah.
And when you got to say when the fight started, that's fine. But yes, we'll try to pull up a fight like that's very easy to access. You know what I mean? Don't want you guys doing illegal methods to get fights. You know what I mean? I would never recommend anything like that. Me personally, just would never recommend that.
And none of us do that.
Ever, man, ever. I have no idea. I don't know what kind of heathen would ever go through illegal methods to watch MMA fights. Don't know who would do it. But if we can't find on the UFC page on YouTube, then you just might have to find it somewhere else legally, of course.
Yeah. These fights are on the UFC page right now.
Yes, they are. They're on the UFC page right now. They should be up for like a month or 2 or 3
as
or
of the
4.
time
I don't know how long
recording,
they keep them. Yeah.
But anyway, guys, so we appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna sign off. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff, and thanks for everything.
Yes, sir.